Alright folks, here you have it. The Chicago Electric Welder Flux 125. Strictly Flux Core. You can't do regular MIG with the bottle on it. Okay, I'm going to give you a review. I've spent a couple weekends using it to build this swing set that Corbin's using. I did everything out of 1/8 inch metal. 2x2 square tubing, 1x2 square tubing, all 1/8 inch thick. So I figured that'd be a good round, not too thin, not too thick for this welder to do. Alright, so it's Flux Core 125. I picked it up a few weeks ago for about $105 after taxes. I checked the ad yesterday, they actually had it for 85 bucks. It is what it is. You gotta, sometimes you get hits and misses on that, but it's still a good price for 105. They've got the nice fancy Vulcan welders. I was gonna actually get one of those, but I weighed my options and said I could spend $100 on a welder and a few $100s on material and get a lot more done, or I can spend anywhere from $600 to $800 and get one of the new Vulcan welders, but I won't be able to buy very much material. So I went with the $100. Okay. Was it worth the $100? I'm going to straight up say right now, yes. Just this one job that I've done, I think it's worth $100. And I've got more to do. I'm going to put a rail on top of the swing set and some steps going up so you can actually walk across the swings, and onto the shipping container I'll have a rail around it and have like a little sitting area there as well. So for $100, definitely worth it, I think. Is it as good as a Miller welder or a Lincoln welder? No, definitely not. But for $100, it's pretty good. Negatives on this welder, okay? The cables are not very long. That's kind of a pain. I've got this swing set over here, and some of the stuff up top is anywhere from 10 feet off the ground. I had to put this thing on the table, on the welding table, and I actually had to set it up on its end for a couple pieces up there, a couple brackets I had to get over and weld on top. The torch cable and the ground cable, they're just not long enough for that. So that's kind of a pain. That's the biggest negative to me on this. That's, like I said, that's the biggest one. That's the one that's the most important to me. Otherwise, it feeds pretty good. I will say this. Run you a couple different types of wire, welding wire. Some of it I was running, it was doing pretty bad overhead and vertical welds. It was just spattering and it just wasn't doing all that great. I swapped that wire out for some different wire and it was night and day. I mean, at first I was thinking, man, my welding skills are pretty bad. I mean, I just can't do overhead or uphill with this welder. It's either me or the welder. I swapped that wire out. Oh man, it just night and day. So get you a couple things of wire, test them out and see which works best for you. If it would have been for the wire, I probably would have gave this thing a 3 out of 5 stars for $100. For a good wire, I'm gonna go ahead and give it 5 out of 5. It did really well. So I'm gonna let you watch the video if you want to. Just the process of putting this swing set together. So for $105, if you pick one up today, it's like 85 bucks. Good welder.